Hello, beautiful people, and welcome to your Pilates flow today. We have a lower body focus. We'll get stuck straight into it. We're going to start in a 4-point kneel position. Shoulders over your wrists, knees under hips. Inhale, take your gaze forward, lower your belly. And then as you exhale, rounding through the spine, looking towards your pelvis. Inhale, arching through. As we exhale, draw the navel in towards your spine. Allow the head to drop. Feeling that release through the spine. Actively pressing away from the mat. Just a couple more here as we warm up the body, flowing and moving with our breath. Settling into our neutral spine position, tucking our toes under, we hover our knees and lower. A lift of the knees and lower. Engaging through our core, pulling our ribs in and away from our top, pulling the shoulders down away from the ears, that little hover and lower. Next time, hold your hover. Keep tightening through your waist, connecting to the breath. And now send those hips up into a downward facing dog. Pedaling out your heels, allowing the hips to just gently sway from side to side. Take this little moment to notice how the body is feeling today. Now dropping both heels down. Rising up onto your tippy toes, bending the knees, coming into the hover, and then sending the hips up towards the ceiling into downward facing dog. We lower and lift. Flowing through the bear pose up to your downward facing dog position. Coming into our hover, we add rotation, bringing your right knee to the center of the mat and then the left knee. Keeping your shoulders stacked over your wrists, getting into the side of the waist. 4 to go. 4, 3, 2, last one. Now let's gently lower the knees down. Now let's drop down to our right forearm. Extending the left leg out long, we lift it up and we're rainbowing our leg up and over the mat. Tapping to the front, lifting it up and tapping it behind you. Lifting through your glute and really pulling your ribs in and away from the mat. So we want to keep our waist in nice and tight here, not letting the belly drop down. Keep lifting out of your right shoulder here. You really want to think about length through that leg, keeping it nice and long. Now on this next one, bring it out in front and we lift and lower, aiming it to the corner of your mat. Tapping the mat and then a lift. Really wrapping and squeezing into your glute. Inhale, lower. Exhale to lift. 3, 2. We lift and hold. We bring that leg forward and then sweep it back. Use your breath here. We're getting into the side of the waist. I want you to aim to keep your foot lifted in line with your hip. If you can get it that inch higher, let's lift it up that little bit further. You'll feel the left side of the waist really fire. We're getting into our left glute. Just a few more here. 4, 3, 2. On your next one, extend it out to the side. We're going to bend the back knee, tap it behind the right knee, and then kick it out. So you're bending and extending. As you bend, tap behind the right leg. You're sitting your hip back, so you will feel your right glute working here as well. We're working into the right glute, the left glute, and really getting into the side of the waist. This is a bang for buck type of movement. Really using that breath. Inhale, sit back. Exhale to lift. You can do it. 2. Lengthen it out long, and we have pulses up. Lift, lift. You've got it. 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Sweep it back and lower it down. Let's now pivot our body, turning to the side. We're going to reach the arm up overhead and lift the left leg up. You bring your knee in towards your elbow, closing it in, and then lengthening it out long. Folding it in, knee to elbow, and lengthen. Getting into the side of the waist, and still really working into that glute. Keep lifting through the waistband and really press away from the mat with your right shoulder. Aim to get the leg lifted high. We use our glute to lift through the leg. 4, 3, almost there. 2, last one, lengthen it out, pulse up, up. 4, 6, 5, last 4, 3, 2, 1. Pop the foot down. You're going to reach your left arm up to the ceiling and then prop yourself up, hands to your head. Taking a side crunch, lifting up and then lengthening back out. Exhale to come up. Inhale as we come out on our side lean. Really focus on getting out to that long diagonal position. We'll add on here. Reaching the arms out long and then folding them back in to lift up. Out, we extend the arms, we fold them in and we lift. Keep sliding your rib cage down the front of your body, singeing in through the waist. You want to get into the left side of the waist here, so really feeling those top obliques. You've got it. Just a few more here, guys. 4, 2. Now last one, let's hold it out there, just those arm reaches. Reach, fold back in. 3, 2, 1, hands to the head, little pulses now, lifting through the side of the waist. Breathe through it. 3, 2, 1, place the right hand down. Let's reach that left arm up and over again, back into bringing our knee into our elbow and lengthening it back out. One more set of this on this side. Folding in and then lengthen the body. Feeling it through the side of the waist and your glute. Flow and move with your breath. Last 3, 2, lengthen it out, hold little pulses up with the leg. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pop the foot down, reach the arm up and over a little further to feel that deep stretch through the side body. And now let's bring ourselves back into our 4-point kneel. You're going to sweep that left leg forward to come into a low lunge position. Planting your hands down to the mat, tuck your back toes and lift the knee. Gentle tap back down. You lift the knee and tap it down. So your back right knee is just doing a gentle little tap and lift. Starting to really focus on the stability through the front leg. Let's now prop ourselves up onto our fingertips, more so thinking about that drill down into the mat with the heel, taking more of the weight into the front left leg. 3, 2. On your last one, extend the back leg. Let's stabilize in our lunge and bring your hands to your hips. Shuffle your back foot in and we start a 90-90 lunge. Bending the back knee down to the mat, driving it up. Getting that 90-degree angle into both legs as we lower and then drive through that front heel as you lift up. Now I want you to make sure your front knee stays tracking over the middle toes here. You don't let it buckle in. The next time we lower, we step the back foot back and behind to curtsy, then to the lunge, then lift up. We lower, curtsy, back to the 90-90 lunge, then drive. A little more time under tension now, staying deep in that front supportive left leg. Down to curtsy, back to lunge, and lift. Now on your next one, we stay low, we go from curtsy to lunge, and we're going to kick our back leg up and then back to lunge. Curtsy, lunge, and then a kick of the back leg up. So you're going to stay deep in that front supportive left leg. As you kick up, that left knee still stays bent. We stabilize on the front leg as we kick and then lower. You can do it. Feeling that fire through the glute. We're almost there for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to come into our curtsy. Reach our arms up, little pulses down. Stay low. Getting nice and deep into both legs here. 4, 3, 2. Hold the curtsy, hands to the hips, come into lunge. Let's take that balance now. We're going to extend the back leg and lift it. Arms reach overhead. Your left knee is soft. Your hips are squared to the mat. We're holding here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then bring it in. Legs a little shake out if you need. Let's turn ourselves around and reach those arms up, taking a roll down. Open the arms, nod your chin to your chest and articulate your spine. Walking your hands forward into your downward facing dog. Once you're there, give those heels a pedal out if you need. Just do whatever feels good for the body at this stage. You may prefer just to drop the heels down. Having that nice deep stretch through the back of your legs, taking a breath here. Let's now slowly bend the knees and bring it down to the mat. Coming into the other side, left forearm down. We lift our right leg up and we rainbow the leg up and over. Tapping behind and then bringing it over and across to the other side. Lifting your belly up and away from the mat and really pressing out of our left shoulder now. So really stable through the upper body and your core as we lift the leg up and over. Think about the glute lifting it up a little bit higher each time. 5, 4, 3, 2. Now this next one, bring it forward. Let's lift and lower, aiming it to the front corner of your mat, keeping it long. So really think about the length through that back right leg. Keep drawing your navel in towards your spine. 4, 3, 2. We lift up. Your foot is in line with the hip as you sweep it forward and brush it back. So aim to keep the foot in line with your hip or just that inch higher. Really connect to the breath here. Use your breath to help with this movement. Inhale forward, exhale back. Feeling the right side of the waist slide up. Your core is working very hard here. And we're lifting through that glute. You've got this. Just 2 more. Now lengthen it out and hold. We bend that knee back and behind and then lengthen it out to the side. Bend and kick to the side. You tap it behind the other leg, sitting the hip back. You will really feel that left glute fire here as well. I know both glutes are firing. I know this starts to get super tricky. Push through. 3, almost there. 2. Last one, kick it out to the side. Pulse up. Up for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 4, 2, 1. Let's sweep it back and gently place it to the mat. Opening up to our supported side plank here. Let's lift that leg, reach your right arm up overhead, knee in towards the elbow, crunch it in, lengthen it back out. So we fold the limbs in and then lengthen the body. Crunching into the side of your waist. As you extend the leg out, keep lifting through your glute. 5, 4, 3, last 2. On your final one, lengthen out, pulse the leg up towards the ceiling. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Pop the foot down, reach the arm up. Let's lift up off our mat. Hands come to your head, lifting through the side of the waist. Inhale, we go out into our side lean. Exhale as you crunch up. Getting into the right side of the waist here as we lift. Really think about creating length through your body as you go out to that side lean. Use your breath, inhale out, exhale as you lift. Adding in our arms, let's reach those arms up and fold them back in. Lift through the waist. We come out, we reach our arms, you fold back in and lift. Continue to tuck your ribs in, really tight through your waistband here. And now on your next one, lengthen out, hold. We just reach the arms for 5, 4, 3, 2. Bring the hands back to your head and little pulses now. Lift, lift. 5, 4, 3, 2. Gently place the bottom hand down. Reach the top arm up and overhead. Second round, bringing the knee into your elbow and lengthening it back out long. Keep it strong here, guys. Last round on this side. Last 5, 4, 3, 4, 2, Final one, lengthen it out. Little pulses up. Lift through the glute. 4, 3, 2, 1. Pop your foot gently to the mat. Reach the arm overhead a little more, lengthening through the side body. Let's bring our hand back to the mat. Coming into our low lunge position. So sweeping our right foot forward. Back knee lifts and gently taps down, keeping your hands planted down on the mat here. Stabilizing in that front right heel. Just 3, 2. Now just lift it up and hold. Come up onto the fingertips and continue on. Tapping the back knee. More of our weight has gone into the front heel now. Very little weight in the upper body. Last one, hands to your hips. Let's lift. You're going to bring your back foot just an inch in and start your 90-90 lunge. Dropping the back knee down and then driving through the front heel to lift back up. Making sure once again here, guys, that your front knee tracks over the middle toes. Hips are shining forward like headlights to the front end of your mat. Let's begin to add in our curtsy. We lower ourselves down, we curtsy, back to lunge, and then lift up. Staying nice and deep in our supportive right leg now. Really drilling our right heel heavy down in towards the mat. Adding on again with our kick. We go curtsy, lunge, and kick. Our right glute is really stabilizing us as we lift the back leg up. You're here for another 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Let's come into our curtsy and hold. Arms reach overhead. We're pulsing down. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay low, hands to the hips, back to lunge. And now let's stabilize in the front leg as we lift the back leg up and reach our arms overhead. Keeping our right knee soft, hips square to the mat. You can do it. Try and focus on something that's not moving in front of you. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it in. Give your legs a shake out if you need. Well done. Let's take our roll down. Reach those arms overhead. And roll your spine all the way down. Once your hands get to the mat, walking them forward. Downward facing dog. Pedaling the heels out, or you may prefer to just keep the heels dropping down to the mat. Now rising up to your tippy toes, tucking the pelvis and unravel into high plank. Lifting your right leg up, bringing your right knee over and across to the left elbow, then to the right elbow, then shoot it back out long and lower it down. Other side, left leg up, bring it over and across, then to the other elbow, then lengthen it back out long. Really pressing out of your shoulders. Aim to keep your elbows soft here so you don't go into hyperextension. We lift, we bring it over and across the body, getting into the sides of the waist. Last one on each side now. And now stepping into plank to hold. We're taking mountain climbers. We're going to run our knees into our chest, nice and strong to finish today's class. You are almost there. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Downward facing dog to rest here. Bringing the focus to your breath. Let's gently lower our knees down to the mat. Allow the forehead to rest down. Taking a few deep breaths here to focus on your heart rate coming back down. Deep breath in through the nose and a long breath out through the mouth. Now let's take a seat back to your heels. Interlock your fingers in front of the body, palms forward, rounding through the spine as you press forward, and then lift back up tall, lengthen. Exhale, pressing away from the body, rounding. And now inhale as you open the arms and take them behind the body, interlock the fingers, open up through your chest and shoulders. Let's move into a crossed leg position now. Stack your right foot on top of your thigh. Hands walk forward on the mat and we bring our chest down. Allow the forehead to relax down if you can get deep enough. Again, take a little focus into the breath just to help release through the hip and glute. Slowly walk your hands back in. Inhale to reach your arms up and exhale as you twist to the left. Bring your right hand to your left knee. Left hand goes behind the body. And let's bring it back through center. Changing to the other side, left foot goes over your right thigh. Hands walk forward on the mat. Rest yourself down. Slowly walk your hands back in. Reach your arms up on your inhale. Exhale, twist to the right. Left hand to the right knee, right hand behind the body. Into our rotation stretch on the other side. Let's come back through center. Give yourself a big shoulder roll. As always, guys, thank you so much for joining me. Well done today.